Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Guys, the chicken is here, and we are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got a new base. We got a whole bunch of different attack strategies that we're going to cover, and we're going to go over everything that you need to compete at 60 Rs and moving in towards that last week of the season. Yesterday was a little bit tough. That was not an easy go. Just nothing was working, nothing was clicking. Today, the exact opposite. We got a really nice base from Mr. Pete. And we also got our attack strategy set, and then we went in on the same bases again and again, learned out how to hit them. It's very tough. It's not easy, but we were able to make it work and get up to 23. I did win one right after that, but then we proceeded to lose, so I figured, well, that might be our stopping point, so maybe it's time for a video. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Post warships each and every single day as the seasons go by, of course. And here's what we're working with. So today we got the good doctor. We got Dr. Kavon. This was huge for my attacks. If your problem is you're losing because your attack sucks and you're fizzling and you're losing a bunch of troops and you're just getting super slow times and your bombers aren't working properly, Kavon is a good bet. Also, I made a somewhat compact base, switched out our sky shield into a hot pot. Hot pot's great. It's going to melt heavies. It's going to really deter seekers, which I haven't really seen much lately of. I'm seeing more heavy chopper, rocket chopper than I am seekers, but this is the next thing that we need to get to. Once we can get to this troop damage, that's going to be, probably our last push point, maybe the building damage too. But yeah, we want to save up all our keys now in hopes for doing that. Now, at the moment, I basically have all the good tech that we could need. We have like most of the tree unlocked before 70 Rs, so I don't know. It's been a super defensive season, so I opted, instead of rushing ahead to the next engine, to rush back and grab all the defense that we could. So, and it seems to have been paying off. So I don't know where we're at globally. 12 in Canada. I think it's nothing too crazy. 400. So, I mean, good. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, not the best it could have been. So let's take a look at some. I want to find some good attacks here that I can show you how we're doing these things. This is a pretty common base. So the idea here is you just want, it's all about, all these attacks just come down to the split. So right here, I actually kind of screwed this up. But what you want to do is either flare them all the way to the left or just let them go all the way to the right. I let them go all the way to the right here, and then you'll see what ends up happening is they do eventually split as they come around the corner. Some of these bases do give you like nice auto splits as just as you walk through them. So this ended up working out pretty well. We were able to take down some of these engines on the far side there, and again we had some bombers trail off, and then those last two kind of went down at the exact same time. So that's what we're trying to do. Obviously, I didn't really do anything there, but you got to be able to read what the base is going to give you and, go one way or the other from that. These bases are pretty straightforward. They are tricky, but this is pretty similar to the base I'm running right now, too. All you want to do is you want to make sure that you flare left. You want to always come at these ones from the back. You don't want to come at it from the middle, and you don't want to get stuck at them in the middle. So basically, we go into about this shock launcher after clearing out the engine room beside it, flare up past the sniper tower, then we come back around into like this sweet spot here, avoid all these defenses if we can, and try to finish it out as best we can from there. I'll let it play out in 4 times speed so you get a pretty good idea. So you see right there, we're just clearing stuff. One thing to make note of, whenever you're flaring Kavon, make sure that you smoke him. If not, he's going to stand there behind all the troops and do nothing. So make sure that he's covered under smoke the entire time that he's running around when he's going to a flare. So then from there, we come back down, and I skip past it, but there is a shock launcher under here. Make sure you shock that. Other than that, you don't have to do anything really. And then you're just simply free clearing, waiting for the sky shields to go down. As soon as they go down, then we can flare and use our extra barrage and artillery on that engine room. I think Boomer Bill had a different one, or was that Boomer Bill? Yes, you'll get these weird bases too, like this sometimes. Any of the front-loaded cluster bases, I've done the same thing every single time. I take 4 heavy choppers, 4 boats of bombardiers, and what I do is I'll put 3 out, and then I'll put down at least 2 shocks on the most boom cannons. So then from there, I'll delay drop my last heavy chopper wherever the first of the 3 heavy choppers dies. And I find that to be, you know, a little bit better in terms of just... Because the whole idea of this at the front anyways is just pure survival. If you can get through this, you can beat these bases and you can win. This was actually my boss fight to 23, so this was pretty stressful. You saw right there, none of the bombers went, but all the heavies went. So we kind of used that to our advantage, and I was able to just keep the heavies alive. And I think I even got one more second wind on them as we just free cleared these bombers on the left. And then at that point, the heavies were actually able to take down that engine room for me. Saves the bombers walking, you know, all this time over here, and inevitably gave us the win, and that was able to push us into rank 23. If not, I think we would have lost. So those are pretty well the most common bases you're going to see and how to hit them. Let's try to do some live hits now and see if we can figure something out. Yeah, I mean, we could. I think rank 24 is possible right now. But it's just going to be a lot more of, you know, the up, down, all around kind of stuff. So it's going to be tricky. But yeah, I think we can do it. I think we can at least grab a couple wins here at 23. Ooh, this guy's 24. Okay. All right, so same thing that we were just talking about, eh? Same thing. So we're going to go back to 3-5. And we're just going to launch everybody out just like that. And we're going to flare them right over here. So all we got to do, like, I know this seems kind of crazy to flare them just through everything like this instead of clearing it. It is faster. So we just got to make sure that our bombers are staying alive and Kavan is staying alive. Other than that, the rest of them, they will be fine. So don't worry about them too much. Except for Kavan as he gets lightly roasted. Okay, let's actually flare them onto this engine room. And I'm going to shock the blaster. That almost gave me a heart attack because I thought Kavan stepped on a boom mine there. Which would not be out of the question for him. We all know how much he loves doing it. And I just don't want to use too much GB here if we don't have to. Also, we don't want to use any second wins just yet because I got to keep these bombers from going around. Typically, if you have to reflare them a few times like this, that's not a good sign. You know, you want to be able to do it in one kind of fluid, smooth motion where they all kind of get together from there, but it's better than them going back up to the top, so that's what we're working with for right now. I still haven't used any second wins. We can now as our heavies are starting to die, and hopefully bring back some bombers too. I'm going to go ahead and shock this right here. That's a nasty looking cluster of stuff. And then basically once we free clear up to that boom cannon, that's when we can flare up to the top area. And we're at 230 right now. These bases take forever though. I mean, I had a few wins where it was like 115, 116. So I mean, the only thing to really focus on is just make sure that you're taking down the base, you know, as well as you can in a healthy amount of time, and then you should be okay. Okay, Kavan, I gotta keep you under smoke. You're so dumb. You are such a dummy. And it looks like he's going to get popped even after all those smokes. God. Okay. Well, the good news is we got a lot of bombardiers here, and they are in the right spot for this to work. So let's just see. So instead, we're going to use our GBE on things like clearing mines, shocking defenses. We do need to shock that launcher if we can squeeze in there. Yes, sir. That one's the deadly one. That's the deadly one. If we can get through that one, then we should be okay here. So we're at 129. Like I said, these are slow. There's no real way around that. There goes the launcher. It is down. Ah, it looks like we are going to lose, though. And let's see. Yeah. Kind of just bad luck, I guess, with that. With how they targeted stuff coming down, because as you can see, all the defenses are gone. So they really just like kind of shot everything else except what we needed them to. Like I said, if we were around 120 on these bases, then that's very good. But 52 seconds, that's not going to cut it. So yeah, but like I said, you know, we're kind of at the stale point here, and it's tricky. This guy's also ranked 24, so you know he's got some more tech. And that was a pretty wicked hit. We only lost 4 stars though, so it's not the end of the world. And yeah, I'm just going to hold it right there for now, guys. We'll get back in on our next chest. And I don't think we're going to unlock anything else. The next tech plan is really just to get up to 7 and get to that troop damage. I think that's what we're going to be looking forward to next. So hope that helps you out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it if you use the code CHICKEN in the shop if you're going to pick up any of these deals. I didn't check it yet today. But yeah, it's the same stuff that's been in there for a while. So appreciate you throwing the code CHICKEN. And thank you again, guys. And we'll catch you next one.